I don't know if to call it passion or is it psych. I don't know what the difference is. Yes.
First of all, the weather out there, you can see.
Yes, it is quite.
What time were you out?
5:15.
Then you are you left just before the cold.
Just before the cold.
But when it comes to passion, I think passion is fuel, but purpose is the main thing. When people don't have a sense of purpose, eventually they will run short of passion because your passion is attached to your purpose. So what makes the main reason why people keep fluctuating is because they are following a passion and not a purpose. They're trying to let the feeling to determine their fulfillment, and it doesn't sometimes work like that because passion keeps fluctuating because you are living in a life that is not standardized. You keep getting hit, you keep getting stopped, you keep getting short-circuited by so many events, so you cannot maintain it while you're still trying to master an area or develop in an area. Life throws a ball at you that you're not expecting. And so a sense of purpose is what is going to keep you grounded and to keep you moving towards your passion. So the major reason that makes probably the new millennials who've come up with is they're trying to chase the wind. So they're trying to make like that sense of feeling driven, motivated, psyched, happy as a sign to tell them that if I am happy, I'm in a good place. If I'm not happy, I'm in a bad place. But sometimes it's not that being happy you're in a good place. It could be that probably you are happy with the environment, but that environment is not you. It's the environment that has put itself in a way that looks like a happy place. It's like you've gone for a holiday in a good place out of the country, a good hotel somewhere in Dubai.
Yes. This is true.
And so you land there, and you get happy. But what has to hit is that it's 4 days. I mean, it's 2 weeks.
And it's not home.
This is not home.
Right.
Eventually, I have to come back and come back to my realities. And so you can position yourself saying that I want to be in a happy place, but that's not home. It's somewhere where somebody has developed and designed it so that you can come and rejuvenate and get your ultimate feelings excited, but that's not home. And if you try to make happy home, then you're going to be really stranded. So I would start by saying that it's the sense of purpose that should guide your pursuit of passion. So
what about, like, so say you are home, like you put it, maybe you are actually within you're fortunate enough to find your purpose. Yes. But then, like you said, there are
fluctuations.
Fluctuations. So how do you stay passionate
in that space? First of all, I think the most important thing, if now that's not the case, you are in your defined place, one of the things that happens to many people who are in their right place is they don't know how to say no. The better you are, the more the demand. So if you watch a game of football, Cristiano Ronaldo maybe plays more matches than the guy at the bench.
Than Gareth Bale. Yes.
So he's ever, so that means if you're not careful, your primary wealth is your health.
Right.
And health is the state of your mind and the state of your soul. If it gets to a place where you overextend yourself to the point that, yes, you're a very good communicator or a very good speaker. I happen to function as a caregiver, pastor, a trainer, motivational speaker, whatever. And every time somebody sees me, they think I ought to be telling them something.
Yeah.
And they even if the supermarket, oh, how are you doing? I've been wanting to see you. And people feel like they can move. Whenever they meet you, they can put their office where they meet you. And not being able to tell people, no, before long, they are going to start putting, your walls are going to implode because of external pressure increasing on the inside. So you have to develop the ability to say no. You have to say, hey, I have to check how healthy, because health is my bone, it's my structure, it's what is holding me up. Then wealth is now what I'm creating out of my wealth. But many of us, we've made our wealth our health. And so every call, every show, you are there. most of the accidents you hear in this country, you hear has got everything to do with what? Human error. When you hear the human error, what's the problem? The guy had not slept. The guy had not done this. And it is not that he's not a good driver, but when somebody, there's this, it's a scripture that says, don't be weary in doing good, meaning even doing good is wearisome. So you have to develop the ability to say, yes, I may want to, but no, I can't. Secondly, you have to create feeding centers. As much as you are feeding other people and working out, you have to create intentional stops so that you go and also get yourself fed. You are going to be malnourished if you keep giving out and giving out and giving out and giving out, and you never stop. I have been surprised that most motivational speakers don't read.
So how do they?
So they keep on talking, Googling. They don't read. So the depth and clarity of their thought is not improving. So now it gets to a place they are moving with charm. They're functioning with charm. They're functioning with now, I have now 50,000 people on my page, so probably I'll be able to get likes. But they don't, because they stop. You cannot keep them somewhere and they concentrate. They're ever on their phone. They're ever trying to get a picture moving. They're ever trying to respond to somebody on their page who wants them to go do something for them. Okay, I understand the country is rough. This country is rough. So when you get your opportunity on your years, your 7 years of plenty, you really, really have to put yourself out there. But you have to develop intentional stops where you go out there and just feed. Because this thing you're calling passion, it's a fuel.
Yeah, that's why
you run out of it.
Rekindle, reignite.
Reignite, rejuvenate. It's a You have to, you stay up. Because to perform just one task and to push it up to the level of excellence, it requires a lot of energy. I've been saying this, that a long time ago, land was the commodity of kings. Then it got to a place, it became knowledge is the commodity of kings. But now, energy is the commodity of kings. Now, it's easy to access knowledge. Back then, it was hard to access knowledge with the ages of our parents. But now, it's easy to access knowledge. But now, the hardest thing that you cannot access easily is where and how to preserve your energy for important tasks.
So that's why you're saying it's important to say no.
No, just say no.
What about how do you balance? Because somebody might be watching and saying, and just to quote maybe Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey does several things, and he stood up and said, when people ask him, Steve, why do you do so many things? He said, well, so long as you keep writing me checks,
I'll keep doing it.
I'll keep doing it. But I guess he also takes time to rejuvenate. I mean, he goes on holidays, etc. But what do you do when, you know, everybody's chasing the buck, chasing the shilling right now, and probably saying no would equal to missing out on
the back.
On the back. And then again, you want to, you know, save the energy. And sometimes in your, and sometimes it falls squarely within, like for example yourself, if you're called to, you know, speak to people, it's squarely within your mind.
Everything
everything that you do.
You have to create a system, and a system has got a team, your talent, and your time. You have to create a system where you have a team. I'm pretty sure some of the Steve Harvey things that he shares out as what we call his stand-up work, there's a team that has researched it. There's a team is researching here, a team researching there, a team researching Africa.
So the problem is doing everything.
So the problem is now putting yourself that now I have to lead the research, then I have to do this, to write, and then to come and do the scripting and the editing. And so the team now so that you're left doing the important tasks. The other task, you say, this one now, I have to find somebody to run this. What they do is that, so they keep you as the talent fresh, they keep you sharp, so that you, as you build on the brand of the organization, you must get to a place and say, now where I am, my job is to attract the business. And then somebody else is to handle the operations behind me, how I'll move from here to there, how I'll get this and that done, so that I am conserving energy. Once I run out, health is energy. When you say this person is healthy, we're speaking about the vitality. When a cell is not healthy,
they're fat.
No, they're fat. It's vitality. They have energy. So when you don't have that energy, then slowly by slowly, you'll find that you are doing the work of 10 men. And when you're doing the work of 10 men, that means the one that you're supposed to be good at, you're going to be at 1. You're going to be a 1 over 10. And Willis is a 10 over 10.
Yeah.
So eventually you're going to be the one who is selling short, and then you'll start having outbursts. You'll start not being able to compete with other people. You'll start being overly jealous, overly conscious of other people. Those are signs that I now need to move from becoming a star to developing a system. And it's very hard. And this is very hard, especially for talented people. We who are in we get more burnout because our work is people. We don't deal with papers. We don't say, I've been trying to find a number. We're not accountants. We deal with people. And people take a lot of us, from us. So we find ourselves that we have not developed a system. We can't say no. There is no team that they just don't have tasks. They have authorities. They know very well that if so-and-so, if I tell you he's available, he will be available. They can handle your scheduling. They can handle your checking out your speeches, your scripts, your everything, so that you get now to go and attract the big business. So if you see people like Steve Harvey doing so much of that, one day if he tells you how many people work for Steve Harvey, you'll be surprised. He'll tell you 200 people, and you wonder, what? Jokes? You need 200 people to crack a joke?
And he actually said, though, that, you know, he works with the same team everywhere that he goes.
Everywhere. He puts his team together, and that's his system. He has created a system. That system understands his needs, understands what he needs before he goes here. And so he does not need to think, oh my God, I forgot my water, or I forgot my ginger. You know, there are people who, they have the thing they do before they get in that space. So that's what we have to push out there, that you have to build that system. It will keep your passion committed to your greater tasks, so that you don't spend it on smaller tasks. You're shouting, so where is this and where is this? You keep your passion for greater tasks.
But what about, like, you know, having a team, and someone might be watching and saying, yeah, well, but you see, that is the ideal. You need to make it. As our corner resources, you could fund team. What about somebody who is, what time is it now? 8 to 5, probably late today because they're waiting to hear, okay, so what do I do? Or they're just tired of going to work. Yet they have to pay the bills at the end of the day, and they just want, like, whether even if it's that accountant who's pushing paper, but they're tired. I mean, they're like, man, this. It's not as exciting as it was when I was doing CPA, for example. So what does that person do? That person who is, it might even be the boss, might be a janitor, might be somebody who cleans, and they're just a house girl probably watching, like, I'm in my chocolate house girl, you know. So what do they do to just, you know, to reignite and stay positive and stay doing what it is that they love?
I think for somebody like that, he may probably be suffering from a clogged or a cluttered soul. Clogged in the sense that you've put so much, you've lived your life looking down and looking inwards, that you never allowed yourself to look outward and to look upwards. So you've lived for your job. And now your job has gotten to a place it no longer inspires you. The first 2 years it was inspiring, it was able to pay, but now where you are in your life and where you see your peers, you know, the first day you look up, that's the day you discover not all birds walk, some fly. But all along, when you are the biggest bird walking down, you felt like every bird walks, until one day you said, hey, let me stretch my neck, and you wondered, what? There's a bird that can fly. So these are clogged people. They're people who have a clogged soul. And the clogging has been either because they have overstayed in a particular place, or they never took time to keep developing themselves. They thought that their work was them. And those are two different things. Your work is a reflection of your talent, is a reflection of your skill, and you as the worker, your worth is what brings excellence to your work. You cannot have a worthy work without a worthy worker. So you stopped putting effort in improving your worth, and so you stopped networking with other people. Whenever there was an office, hey, the office is going here, you said, oh, no, I want to stay in the office and do my work and my work. So you stopped networking. That causes that clogging of the soul. Secondly, you stop listening to people who are higher than you, so that they can keep you inspired for the next level, so that you can know, because success follows a pattern. And sometimes the people who are at a higher level, they'll tell you, to overcome this layer, you need to use this pattern, this formula. This is how you moved from this level to the next level. So if you don't have those people who are speaking to you from above, you're going to remain clogged, because you're going to be seeing the world without a window. Like here, we've closed all windows and it appears nice until the day you get out. When you're in here, you don't know how outside is, but when you get outside, that's when the first reality hits you that, hey, you're not ready. So you stop networking, you stop listening to people who are higher to show you that, hey, this is how you get higher. You don't overstay in a particular place. Another thing that brings that clogging of the soul is when you're working with something that contradicts your values. Either you feel like the job I am doing...
Q government. NYS scam.
So it contradicts your values so much that you feel like every day going to work is like I am facilitating something that personally I would not want to see my brother or my sister consuming. That's a clogged soul. The other kind of a worker is the cluttered soul. This is somebody who has got no sense of direction. He gathers, he gets his tunes, but he has got no specific goals that he wants that money to get to. His soul is in clutters. He's in disorder. He wakes up and he thinks of an excuse as to akenani nimechelewa. No sense of going, no sense of moving forward. So this cluttered soul on the other side, either he has been born with so much privilege, he feels like the world deserves him, even owes him. We deserve you to be here. And so that makes you to feel like, I don't need to do anything. I am the best kid across the block. I don't need to improve. That's for those people who were not born with this gift that I have. But that's not what makes you exceptional. You see that they've got no work ethic. They have got no... They don't feel the urge to push their work to excellence. That shows your soul is cluttered. You have not put yourself in a place where you've constructed yourself to value the quality that you deliver to the people. So you are going to run out of passion, because slowly by slowly, you will see less talented people with more discipline doing, you will start better than them, but before long, you'll see them rising higher and higher, and then now you'll be motivated. Now when we ask you, why do you feel your passion is lost? Na nimi nilimwona akianza, na sahi ona, wasukusiwa fair, kuna mapendeleo. But it has everything to do, even how you handle authority. It's just a sign of your cluttered soul. It shows that you're not big picture. You're just thinking of, nimeboeka siendi, I'm calling in sick, nimeboeka. Those are signs that you have a cluttered soul. Yeah.
All right. So of course, I hope, for those of you who've been listening, have got some help in terms of that is concerned. And of course, just because of time, I need to wrap this up. But you can always follow, ask when he gets time, so that you do not clutter his soul. How can they reach you?
Well, they can reach me on 0722 92 50 31. And we can get the conversation going, unclogging and decluttering.
Decluttering. And also, you can follow him at Welly Odendo.
Yep.
So we're giving out a book?
Yeah, we're giving out a book. That's yours.
This is mine.
The first time we get to put something.
You know what it is? So this is breaking
the back of luck.
A roadmap to wealth.
Yeah.
And also, so this book, I guess, will give it out to somebody who will answer a question.
Yeah.
And this is the question. If you are paying attention, you'll answer this. He has talked about those whose souls are cluttered and those whose souls are
clogged.
Well, there goes the question, Welly.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
You're a sharp man.
So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, your soul was cluttered and clogged, but what are some of the ways that you can rejuvenate?